All right. Yellow versus blue, trying to set up everything. It's red versus blue?
Yeah, look up.
Yep. Oh, it's red versus blue.
Not that.
Oh, red, yellow, blue, please, as the colors. All right. All right, waiting for the game to get underway. This is going to be Krav versus KiWiKaKi, taking place here on Echo Isle. Is Krav really going random? All right.
Oh, now it's working red and yellow.
All right, yeah, red and yellow.
It was just a glitch.
Yep. Let's... Everyone here? Doing some early rounds casting. This is a lot of fun to be here with all of you guys. All right, hello everyone, and now I'll officially start it. Game is underway. This is Krav versus KiWiKaKi. Yeah, Krav playing undead, going up against KiWiKaKi. Also, an orc player. Should be a rather exciting matchup here. Well, for the Open Cup Europe #2, and as we get things going. All right, over here on the top left-hand side of the map, we have KiWiKaKi spawning as the yellow orc. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Krav spawning as the red undead. Undead versus orc in this 1v1 matchup. Things are already well underway as we're going to be looking at, well, a pretty standard openings so far. Can't really tell too much. Crypt, Altar of Darkness, and a Ziggurat. Coming back on the other side, there is a Burrow, Altar of Storms being placed in. Can you see the peon all the time? That actually zooms in a little bit too much. Nope, you can't see. Only in the barracks, I guess, can you see the peon on some of these buildings. And we are looking at orc burrows getting established in here as well. Now, what is the follow-up play? Warmill first coming in from KiWiKaKi as opposed to the barracks. This is a bit interesting, and perhaps this is all in an attempt to try and increase your lumber production. And it should, nope, there is the barracks now, so it could be just transition straight into headhunters. For all of you guys who know KiWiKaKi's specific build orders, my apologies, I don't know them all off the top of my head, but it is going to be a Farseer in this matchup. So Farseer going up against a Lich first. All right, Krav opting to go Lich first in this Orc versus Undead matchup. What can I make of this? All right, Lich first, very strong at hero nuking, but is generally rather fragile. Normally you go Lich as your second hero and you have access to Frost Armor to really minimize the amount of damage that a Blade Master can do. Now, with that said, because it is not a Blade Master first, things are gonna be going a little bit strange as everything unfolds here. Farseer is going to make its way out. The Acolyte is going to spot this and see, wait, what's going on here? It is going to be a Farseer going after those units there as the Acolyte now shifts away. Farseer wants to go after the Ogre Warriors, get some damage. You can take a look at that. Nicely done by KiWiKaKi, purposely making sure that the Ensnare goes on to the Spirit Wolves after they are within melee range. Claws of attack +6 are added there. That Spirit Wolf could have attacked another Spirit Wolf to get in that little bit of damage as we are going into Headhunters. Lich does have a Sacrificial Skull, Rod of Necromancy. Ghouls are going to be getting into position. There's that Blight for a potential fast expansion, and using Essence of Blight for fast expansion, very important as the Ghouls are now trying to engage again. Double Ensnare onto a low hit point Ghoul here, but the Skeletal Minion should do more than enough of a job to finish things up. Acolyte comes back from scouting, and it should be able to set up a Ziggurat without much of a problem. Lich first does have the downside of not really being able to deal that much damage as we're looking at, well, the Farseer trying to make its way over. All right, Headhunter's going to finish clearing out that creep right there. There is that Ziggurat right now being placed down. We're looking at a Farseer, perhaps looking for an additional units making their way in, and they're not going to see it. Oh, a couple of low hit point ghouls now need to back away. Chain Lightning finishes off that ghoul there as the Skeletal Minions unable to finish that Spirit Wolf. Engagements back and forth, Tome being left behind as the Farseer is still too far away. Are we going to see a denial? Yes, we are. Crave now chasing after the units once again as the Lich, well, wanting to get to level 2, looking for an opportunity to do so. Skeletal minions and ghouls chasing, but that one ghoul, that damage is going to stick a little bit longer as it now heads back again. Lich with one Ziggurat. Oh, let's take a look at that. Murloc could end up finishing off some of those units here. There's a Frost Nova. Damage. Spirit Wolves coming back the other way. Headhunters now joining in on the fight. KiWiKaKi with those Headhunters could easily finish off a ghoul or two, especially since there are no, Death Knights nearby for those Death Coils. Lich really seems to be overexposed right now. What is he doing? Krav trying to chase down that Farseer. Farseer down to 109 hit points. Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used as the Lich's Frost Nova followed up with an auto attack would have been enough. Headhunters now heading back here. Healing Salve. Nope, no Healing Salve as the Voodoo Lounge was not done yet. That is going to change the amount of options that KiWiKaKi has at this point. He may have wanted to try and heal up and then repressure this expansion, but by the time that Voodoo Lounge is up, this expansion is going to be well established. The Necropolis is already going to be in play. Nerubian Tower is well underway and done, as the tech to tier 2 just now getting started. Ultra of Storms shows 32 over 40 supply, going up against 25 over 50 for Krav. Headhunters now making their way over. Ogre Magi are in position again. Well, Ogre Magi just sleeping on the job, so to speak, as the Lich now makes its way back out. Boots of Speed, Circlet of Nobility. As well, it looks like both sides not really sure how to follow up this particular play. Farseer wants to heal. He's going to be healing with that Healing Salve and Clarity Potion. Alright, little bit of damage onto a Headhunter. There it goes. The piercing damage on those Headhunters really not that much, as Goblin Alchemist now shows up. Oh, Goblin Alchemist could cause some major problems getting in the way again. More damage getting added through. No Acid Bomb though onto that Lich, as that Lich able to head back over, using that Tavern Hero to get in front. Very, very nicely done here. Alchemist is going to be sitting at level 1, and we are going to be looking at perhaps Acid Bomb to focus down units. And this base is rather sparse. Headhunters are right here. Ghouls need to make their way down, but Krav is going to be in trouble. Krav only sitting at 31 supply right now compared to 39. And at this point in stage in the game, every bit matters. Healing Spray in order to keep up all of those units. It looks like this Nerubian Tower could get taken down rather fast as well. As you can see, the Acolytes are going to get picked off one at a time. Oh, there's a Frost Nova finishing off one unit right there. Level 3 on that Lich. We also see a Forest Troll Shadow Priest to perhaps try and get some Abolish magic on some of those Spirit Wolves as well. Acolyte going to get taken down. There it goes. Krav perhaps wishing that he had a Death Knight now, as another Spirit Wolf falls here. Lich is sitting at level 3, but without an Obsidian statue or a way for that Lich to really fuel his mana, there's not much that really can be done. Low hit point Ghoul now trying to head back again. Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf going after that Acolyte again, as we're going to look at the Alchemist, perhaps get in some big healing sprays here in just a moment. Alright, Forest Troll Berserker looking to back up. Lich is right there. Watchtowers are coming into position, and with a Demolisher adding in, this expansion is not going to be able to pay for itself. Alright, Alchemist should perhaps be getting into position here, healing, spraying, and keeping up all of these units. Not even bothering to unsummon these buildings at this point, as well the Acolytes are shifting back. What is Krav's follow-up strategy? 33 over 40 supply. He is down economically. He's going to be down in terms of experience. That Farseer is almost at level 3. Alchemist is halfway up to level 2. He's going to lose all of the investment right here as the Headhunters now go back around the other side. All right, Troll Witch or Forest Troll Berserker trying to head back here. Forest Troll Shadow Priest is right there. Death Coil, Frost Nova onto the Alchemist. Alchemist now looking to already head back again, as there is going to be some Watchtowers offering a bit of protection. Low hit point Ghoul once again able to head back here. Scroll of Speed actually being used there, but the Troll Berserker still getting taken down. All right. A little bit of healing spray used up once more. Demolisher ready to go, perhaps trying to stop this expansion from being able to be easily reestablished, as the necropolis is still here. Damage is getting added through Farseer, Chain Lightning to try to finish off more units. Lich is there as well. Death Knight. Demolisher is actually very much exposed. Damage coming in. There was a Dark Ritual, as the Lich should be able to get a big Frost Nova across multiple units. There's a Death Coil as well. Following it up, healing spray, healing up all of those units again. And perhaps, is it just going to leave this necropolis alive and well, as the Farseer and Headhunters try to finish off some of those remaining units? Farseer going after units here. There's a, well, Abolish Magic, not going to really work though. There goes one Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and now that Ghoul should just end up getting taken down. Krav in serious trouble, down to 28 supply compared to the 42 of 14 supply difference, as that continues to grow and grow. Ghoul just sacrificing himself here, and Krav is having a difficult time opening up with that Lich first, but not able to set up his expansion. That little risk versus reward maneuver not boding well. Alright, with one Demolisher, this Headhunter army all of a sudden puts a lot of pressure on the base, but the Demolisher is going to be a high priority target as it gets focused down rather fast. Death Knight, Lich both wanting to take down that Demolisher. Looks like it is going to get, well, no, down to 27 hit points. One more shot, and there it goes. Ghoul is able to come back the other way, now going after some of those other units. Are we going to see another Frost Nova? No, we are not, but a Headhunter looks like it will get taken out still. Spirit Wolves looking to back up again. 34 supply now up against 34. KiWiKaKi in trouble as the Death Knight, well, gets taken down. Alright, KiWiKaKi lost much of his supply advantage, only to get a good surround on that Death Knight after Krav went out a bit too far. Now that the Lich is in trouble, doesn't have that many hit points, can't really venture out too far, but the Frost Novas are still doing large amounts of damage. Frost Nova so effective here, and now that we have Obsidian statues, all of a sudden the Lich can do terrible damage again. Alright, Lich trying to chase after here, does have a Rod of Necromancy, perhaps gonna, well, summon up another unit again and then try and get more mana once more. There goes another Ghoul there. Spirit Wolves with those critical strikes dealing a lots of damage as the units are chasing again. 28 supply compared to 40. KiWiKaKi once again getting that supply advantage as the Raiders are now trying to back up another Ensnare. And the lines are just falling all over the place as the Death Knight now shows up onto the field. And with an Orb of Corruption, getting extra damage there. Are we going to see a Death Coil onto that Lich? Yes, at the last possible moment. However, it still looks like it's trading a level 2 for a level 3. Not that great of a news. Death Knight wanted to finish off that Alchemist, and the Alchemist, even with negative armor, taking bonus damage from everything, still able to stick around because of its high hit points. Farseer sitting at level 4, shifting back the other way. Obsidian statues getting ensnared. They're going to easily get taken out by these the Raider and these double Dire Wolves getting in that critical strike. There it goes as KiWiKaKi's level 4 Farseer chases after the Death Knight. Lich is getting resurrected. We are at 22 supply compared to 44. KiWiKaKi is making his opponent bleed every time, and it's going to be a slow bleed until victory, most likely, as Krav still does not have this expansion up and running. As the Alchemist makes its way back out onto the field, we are also looking at a Shadow Hunter for that third hero. So a unique tri-hero coming in from the Orc. Farseer followed by a Goblin Alchemist followed by the Shadow Hunter. That is a lot of healing to counteract all of the hero nuking from the undead. Ogre Warriors, this creep camp will get cleared up. This is one of the 3 difficult creep camps remaining on the map. Alchemist should have no problem getting to level 3, and then Shadow Hunter most likely, well, should have Healing Wave if he's trying to counteract that Frost Nova Death Coil 1-2 punch. Ogre Magi about to get taken down. Farseer is here ready to go. It gets taken down as well. Scroll of the Beast should get picked up. As we're looking at the Death Knight, well, finally out on the board trying to get some experience. Lich about to make its way back out as we're seeing 30 over 50 compared to 50 over 50 by KiWiKaKi. KiWiKaKi gonna use this opportunity and time, clear out of this expansion location, and then try to set up an expansion of his own perhaps. And by doing nope, it does not look like it. Not gonna set up an expansion. He's sitting at 50 supply, so he doesn't want to train that many more units, but he also doesn't want to allow his opponent to get to a 50 supply advantage either. We may see him revisit a shop or two, pick up some additional items and spend his gold that way. As KiWiKaKi now down to 85 supply, what did he spend his money on? It is going to be a tiny Great Hall. Alright, attacking when you have the advantage and setting up an expansion, that is going to be the perfect follow-up here. Shadowhunter wants to get to level 2, will get there without a problem, and I believe KiWiKaKi is going to be going for that next decisive play here in just a moment. Will the Obsidian statues be strong enough? Probably not, because they are dealing with so many piercing damage ranged units. The Berserkers, the Kodo Beast, all dealing extra damage. Alchemist has an anti-air attack even though he's melee. Farseer can attack the air, and so can that Shadowhunter. Alright, Manual of Health still being left behind. Again, as we're looking at perhaps a potential expansion, no, still not the case. KiWiKaKi now sitting at 57 over 60 supply, gonna go into low upkeep. Perhaps he's gonna wait until 80 and have an 80 supply army attack against the 50. Obsidian statues still getting added in. We are getting more ziggurats. Krav is going to be getting into 70 supply here in just a moment, but he doesn't really have that much gold to necessitate that. Amulet of Spell Shield, well, should be able to shake off any hexes, so to speak, just in case he tries to hex in order to deny a heal on that Lich. Skeletal Minion taken down there. Coming back around, Farseer, Kodo Beast, Headhunters making their way over. This is going to be a Shadowhunter. Tome of Intelligence not being picked up by the Shadowhunter. That is a bit odd in my books. Farseer sitting at level 4, Claws of Attack +6, and it looks like KiWiKaKi is finally ready to roll on out. Krav, triple Obsidian statues. We are looking at a Nightcrawler, going to take all that damage. Tome of Agility going to be dropped here, but there's not that many Crypt Fiends. KiWiKaKi going after one of the last remaining creep camps on the map in the middle portion. Only one real creep camp remains over here on the bottom left, as the undead may be trying to scout it out as well. Little do they know, only a couple of trees separate their army as they may try and engage here. Alright, Spirit Wolf scouts out this. No ensnare, no raider at all, as the Alchemist now looking to back up again. Alright, Spirit Wolf makes its way over, sees that there is no expansion still, and should be fairly happy. Alright, this might be a timing attack. Absorb mana like crazy. In comes the ghouls. 2, 3. Wow, that is a lot of destroyers. Krav is going to be coming in with a large number of destroyers. Their mana is going to be depleting, so you have to be very, very careful. And this attack, is KiWiKaKi going to try and engage at this point? He does have a couple of Tauren. The Taurens are going to be focused down oh so quickly, giving experience. Is the Death Knight and the Lich about to level up? No, they both just leveled up here, so that is good news for them. Gonna go ahead and try and engage. Frost Nova straight up, healing spray, and trying to keep those units alive. Tauren is in that front line as well, as the destroyers are getting ensnared. This timing attack by Krav, pretty much all in with all the marbles. Is he going to be able to finish it off, trying to take down those units? The healing spray and so much damage coming across. Tauren does have negative armor right now, but they are not getting focused down as one destroyer explodes out of the sky. With that, Krav knew that all-in timing attack was what he needed to win. He couldn't get it. KiWiKaKi takes the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.